Continuing on with my series, What Keeps Klaus Schwab Up Late at Night? There are some people on my channel that are commenting and saying basically they don't understand, or why is it that evil is allowed to exist, and when will people like Schwab and other people that want to plan to do wicked things, when do they get their time in court, if you will? So I'm just going to read a few verses here, and hopefully this video won't be too long, but if you can spare 5 or 10 minutes, I think this will be helpful as to what happens at the end. So I'm just going to share from the book of Revelation, chapter 20. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus and for the word of God, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had he received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years. So this is important for people, whether or not you're a believer or not. Just do not worship the beast, nor his image. Don't receive any of his marks on your hand or on your forehead. And over here, verse 12, and I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Lord, and the books were open, which I believe is the book of remembrance, because we're going to be accountable for every single word that we have ever said, not only to each other, but towards God as well. God does not forget. And another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell were delivered up the dead, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. Death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Chapter 21. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city. Let's go down to here, verse 4. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain. And the former things are passed away. And if you go down here, to verse 8, but the fearful, the unbelieving, and the abominable, and the murderers, and the whoremongers, and the sorcerers, and the idolaters, and all liars, shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. It's interesting, right? So this is where, if you're waiting for judgment, this is what's going to happen to these people. But I also wanted to share something about, again, in specific to Klaus Schwab, why he can't sleep at night, because there will be a day, if you go to Ezekiel, there's an event that happens that's pretty terrifying for people that come against Israel, that come against righteousness. And I'm just going to share Ezekiel 39. This is interesting here. So verse 6, and I will send a fire on Magog, and among them that dwell carelessly in the isles. So these are the people that were saying basically to Israel, like in the future would be a peaceful city, and all of a sudden they're like, you know what, this is a good time to come to that unwalled city and let's take them over. And God says, no, like you should have thought twice about that. So then what happens is, and this is in relation to all the earth as well, that and continuing on, and they shall know that I am the Lord, So I will make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel, and I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, the Holy One in Israel. This is interesting down here. And 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying them, that they may cleanse the land. So 7 months, Israel's cleaning up the land because of all these wicked people that are trying to go against Israel. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord. And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers, that those that remain upon the face of the earth to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search. So it's interesting that there will be people passing through the land, coming from throughout the earth to Israel, and some of these people are going to be employed by Israel to clean up the bodies, because there's so many bodies that it takes months to clean the mess up. And then what will happen is, when the passengers that pass through the land, when any of them seeth a man's bone, then they shall set up a sign by it, like a flag, till the buriers have buried it in the valley of Hamongog. And also the name of the city shall be Hamonah. Thus they cleanse the land. So this is going to be like a new town, a new city, where people are going to be employed to clean up all the bodies that are, these are wicked people. These are not your average people. These are people that come against innocent people, and they get wiped out. And then passengers are going to be coming by on a train. And maybe there's a new train set up, and they're going to see the bodies that these people are burying and picking up and cleaning up. And people that pass through, maybe they're driving through the land, all of a sudden they see a body, they put a flag, and then the buriers come and take them away and bury them. So this is a big war. This is a big event. This is something that we've not seen before. And this is what happens to the wicked. So if you are considering following Christ, this might be a time, because we're under the age of mercy, age of grace right now, to follow Christ, to read his word, to learn about him. Watch this channel. I'm going to continue to share more verses. But there is hope. There is justice coming. So just be patient. Be on the side of patience. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.